Are your legs feeling weaker than they used to? Stairs getting harder? Standing up from a chair taking more effort? Here's what might shock you. The food sitting in your kitchen right now, the ones you think are keeping you healthy, could be the very reason your legs are losing strength. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and today I'm revealing the truth about foods that silently destroy hip flexor strength after 60. These aren't just unhealthy foods. These are specific items that target the muscles responsible for lifting your legs, climbing stairs, and keeping you independent. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's weakening your mobility and what to do about it starting today. Let me start with something critical. After 60, you lose 3 to 8% of muscle mass each decade. Your hip flexors, the muscles that lift your legs and keep you upright, are affected first. But research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows the right dietary choices can slow this by up to 50%. The wrong foods? They accelerate it dramatically. I've spent 2 years consulting with geriatric specialists and reviewing peer-reviewed studies. What I found goes against everything you've been told about healthy eating for seniors. Let's dive in, starting with the surprising offenders. Number 10. Diet sodas. You switched to diet thinking it was healthier. But a 2024 Harvard study revealed that artificial sweeteners interfere with calcium absorption in adults over 60. Your hip flexors need calcium for muscle contraction, not just bone health. Diet sodas create a calcium deficit that weakens every leg movement. Worse, they trigger chronic inflammation, like rust on metal, that breaks down muscle tissue faster than your body can repair it. Your hip flexors, constantly in use, take the biggest hit. Number 9. Low-fat yogurt. When manufacturers remove fat, they add sugar, up to 20 grams per serving. That's nearly 5 teaspoons. This sugar triggers glycation, where sugar molecules stick to muscle proteins, making them stiff and weak. Your hip flexors lose flexibility and power. Plus, you need dietary fat to absorb vitamin D, critical for muscle function. Without it, your hip flexors literally can't contract properly. Number 8. White bread and refined grains. White bread has a higher glycemic index than table sugar. When you eat it, blood sugar spikes, then crashes. During that crash, your body releases cortisol, a stress hormone that breaks down muscle for glucose. Your hip flexors are prime targets. Here's the kicker. Refined flour is stripped of B vitamins your muscles need to convert food into energy. Without them, your hip flexors can't generate the power needed for walking or climbing stairs. Number 7. Frozen dinners. A typical frozen meal packs over 1,500 milligrams of sodium, more than half your daily limit. Excessive sodium causes inflammation and interferes with potassium, which your hip flexors absolutely need for contraction. The healthy, frozen options? Often worse. They're lower in protein and healthy fats, the two nutrients your hip flexors need most. You're starving your muscles while thinking you're eating well. Number 6. Processed deli meats. Cold cuts and processed sausages contain sodium nitrites that increase oxidative stress in muscles. Think of it like leaving metal in the rain. Your muscle fibers deteriorate faster. Research from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors eating processed meats daily had 30% weaker leg muscles compared to those eating fresh protein. That's the difference between walking independently and needing help. Number 5. Margarine. You switched from butter thinking it was healthier. But margarine contains trans fats and inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. Your hip flexors are surrounded by fascia, connective tissue that needs healthy fats to stay flexible. Margarine makes it stiff. Trans fats also block your body's use of omega-3 fatty acids, which are crucial for muscle recovery after every stair climb or walk. Number 4. Fruit juice. That morning glass of orange juice? It's a massive dose of fructose without fiber to slow absorption. This causes insulin spikes that promote belly fat and inflammation. When you eat whole fruit, the fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria that produce compounds supporting muscle health. Juice gives you all the sugar, none of the benefits. It's one of the worst choices for hip flexors. Number 3. Instant oatmeal packets. Those heart-healthy whole grain packets are highly processed, stripped of fiber, and loaded with sugar, sometimes 12 to 15 grams per packet. The rapid digestion causes blood sugar spikes that trigger muscle breakdown. Instant oatmeal also lacks the resistant starch in steel-cut oats. Resistant starch feeds gut bacteria that produce butyrate, a compound that reduces muscle inflammation. You're missing critical benefits. Number 2. Canned soups. Soup seems wholesome, but commercial versions are sodium bombs containing MSG and flavor enhancers that promote inflammation. One can often exceed your entire daily sodium allowance. This excess sodium also depletes magnesium, essential for muscle relaxation. Without it, your hip flexors stay semi-contracted, leading to stiffness, cramping, and weakness over time. Number 1. Rice cakes and puffed grain snacks. The perfect low-calorie snack is actually the worst offender. Rice cakes have one of the highest glycemic indexes of any food. They spike blood sugar faster than pure glucose. This triggers massive insulin release and inflammatory responses that tear down muscle. The devastating part? Rice cakes contain almost no protein, healthy fats, or fiber. They're pure, rapidly digested carbohydrates that create a metabolic environment actively breaking down your hip flexors for blood sugar. It's literally the worst possible snack for leg strength. What should you eat instead? Focus on whole, unprocessed foods rich in protein, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Breakfast. Start with eggs, not cereal. Add vegetables or avocado. Dairy. Choose full-fat Greek yogurt with fresh berries, not low-fat flavored versions. Proteins. Eat fatty fish like salmon twice weekly for omega-3s. Choose fresh meat over processed. Vegetables. Load up on leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, and colorful produce for anti-inflammatory antioxidants. Snacks. Choose nuts, seeds, or vegetables with hummus instead of processed options. Cooking. Use olive oil or avocado oil, never margarine or vegetable oils. Drinks, water or unsweetened tea instead of juice or diet sodas. Most important, prioritize protein at every meal. Your hip flexors need 25 to 30 grams per meal to maintain strength after 60. Your action plan. Starting tomorrow, replace one processed food from this list with a whole food alternative. Do this daily for 2 weeks. You'll notice the difference in how your legs feel when you walk and climb stairs. Remember, your mobility determines your independence. Strong hip flexors mean playing with grandchildren, traveling, gardening, living life on your terms. Don't let processed foods steal that from you. In my next video, I'm revealing the 10 best foods that actually rebuild hip flexor strength after 60. Powerful, science-backed options that can restore mobility you thought was lost forever. Some will shock you because they contradict conventional advice. If you want that video and more science-backed health strategies for seniors, subscribe and turn on notifications. Your future self, the one walking confidently at 75, 80, and beyond, will thank you for watching today. Stay strong, stay mobile, and remember, it's never too late to protect your independence. I'll see you in the next video.